Day 72 of cracking the digital code. One thing I want to point out is how important it is. It's very important to get experienced professionals, people that have been down that path before. I've been guilty of hiring juniors to help me figure things out. And the risk that you run with that is you put yourself in a position where you may be constantly coaching those professionals how to operate at a higher level. And if you are constantly doing that, you're constantly, pouring a lot of energy into people to get them to elevate, then you have a problem because you guys aren't moving as fast as you could possibly move. So that's one of the things that I just been reflecting on. And like I said, I've been guilty of doing that. They have some good skills, but are at a junior level. So their ability to make an impact isn't as massive as you would want. The other thing about that is when you do that, investing into people to develop them, I think it's a great idea. The caveat is hopefully those skills, their skills level up, that they stay. But what happens is people collect those skills, they gather those skills, and then they go invest them in another company. That does not serve the business owner. It just doesn't. Maybe big businesses it does, but not small businesses. So Alex Hormozy said this, and I totally agree. It's like batteries included. Bringing people on with the experience that you need. You can't invest into everybody trying to get them to the level that you need them to operate at. You need to have people that come with it. If you do that, then you guys can move faster as a company. That's a lesson that I've learned over the years. Could I have invested in more experienced professionals, adding on to our team? Yes. It's actually something that I've been working on. But you try to find your balance and figure out what works and what doesn't. If you're building out frameworks or building out your business, make sure that you're hiring the right players, the people with the talent, the skill, and the capabilities, and a lot of times experience. I read a book a while ago, and one of the things that they talked about is, when a startup was in their first phase, they hire a lot of people that may be junior level, but they have a lot of general skills, meaning they can switch gears really quickly from one thing to another. And then they get to a certain point where you need specialists, people that are really good at what they do, and they understand the ins and outs of it. And a lot of times what happens is they try to position the people who may have been junior level into different roles to see how they, could pan out. But they're actually, on top of that, they're bringing in experienced professionals to handle the leadership, and of course, promoting from within is great, but you have to be good at recognizing when the gap within your company, you can't promote the people that you have from within to do what you need them to do. You need to go externally and hire the right people that can get the job done. That's a tough pill to swallow because everybody tells you, a lot of people will tell you, well, invest in training, and you should invest in training in your people. But if you have a $20 million company, right, or if you break into another level where it's a $20 million company, you can't have somebody who's only worked with a $250,000 company running those things. Unfortunately, you can't. You have to go and find the experience, people that have been there before. That's your best bet, because the mistakes and the risk that is involved with having somebody who has not been down that path before goes on you as the founder, as a leader. You're going to pay for it, whether it's lost sales, lost opportunities, setbacks with your business. So that's my thoughts for today. It's critically important. And it's important because there's levels to running a company. You reach a certain level, you have to think about the talent that you have and be realistic. Think through if they could do what you need them to do at the next level. And if they can't, you have to go find the right people. That doesn't necessarily mean you need to get rid of the existing people you have. Sometimes you do, because it's just not a fit, with where the company needs to go. But ideally, you can have the everyone wins scenario where you can do training, get people more training, and then hire leaders in it as well. But more than likely, depending on the speed and pace that you're growing at, you're going to have to find people that have the experience. So that is all I have for today. You guys have a great night, and see you tomorrow. Cheers.